elders, all right, and all the men of the Lord that's prophesying week in and week out, all right. So yeah, we're in the end of America's rule, so-called white man's rule. But Babylon the Great is America is going to be destroyed. So now we about to enter this satanic holiday Christmas, right? and this is in the 10th chapter of Jeremiah, right? Right, it goes into that. The Bible is against Christmas and the Christmas tree and all these holidays, man, because they are pagan holidays disguised as something good. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of them Christmas trees be burning up. Damn house, man. You know?
Yeah, I got you ahead. This is book of Jeremiah, chapter 10.
Yeah.
Verse 1. It says, let's start at verse 1. It says, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
O house of Israel. Because the Lord don't care about the other nations' participation in this folly. But he cares what his people does. So he already done say, hear this word. Right?
It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Because every time we partake in the heathen's rituals and festivals, we get jacked up, man. Brutally. And our people been doing that through all the rulerships, man. That's why we're in that situation that we're in. One of these activities of the heathen is this Christmas thing, man.
It says, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. The heathen are staring at the stars and wanting to see what this and that is, and linking it to your horoscope and things like that, man. And then going into the law of attraction with that, all of that bullshit.
Worshiping the sun.
Sun worship, moon worship, all them different bells on the Christmas tree. It also goes into that too, man. Sun worship, star worship, worship of the universe, all them different bells in the Christmas tree. It has many different symbologies and things like that. What the scriptures want to say what it mainly is about.
It says, for the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of the people are vain, they unprofitable. They don't have no substance to it on the right-hand side.
It says, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Yeah, they cut a tree out of the forest. Now that's that evergreen tree, and people have the artificial one or the real
evergreen
one.
Right? It says the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
And it's a work of the workman. So this tree is not a god. This tree is not it's an inanimate object, man. Alright?
It says they deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck it with silver and with gold. So the scriptures is talking about this Christmas tree.
Are you Hebrew Israelites?
Yes.
Even Israelites?
It says,
oh my God.
they fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not.
They fasten with nails and hammers that it move not. It's talking about the Christmas tree. We're talking about the Christmas tree.
Okay.
The scriptures talking about the Christmas tree, right?
Alright, we don't.
It says they deck it. Let me read it again. They deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck it with silver and with gold, man. It's talking about the Christmas tree, right?
They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
They fasten with nails and with hammers, but now you got the tripod for the fake one, but the real one they used to fasten it with nails. But they also, you can go see, they sell the actual tree still. That's for people that got a little bit more money. That's into that shit.
It says that it move not.
That it move not, it don't move.
They are upright as the palm tree,
They're upright like the palm tree, that evergreen tree. Right?
but speak not.
It don't speak. It's an inanimate object, lifeless, without a soul. But it got demons hovering around it. Go ahead.
It says they must needs be born.
It must be born, so someone has to carry it. Someone has to carry it. And our people used to think it had to spread a Nimrod on it, and that Nimrod would come and destroy them, so they would put gifts under it.
Yeah, which goes back to the Babylonian captivity.
Yeah.
In Babylon, when they were Semiramis, Nimrod, and Tammuz. You know, that's what that goes back to, man.
Yeah, that goes back to that.
Like, because I was
It says, Salaki, it says, be not afraid of them.
Yeah, be not afraid of it. Our people are superstitious and all that bullshit, man. But now people worship this thing.
Right.
Gotta get a Christmas tree. Gotta get a gift. Gotta get this.
And that's like to when you give when you put gifts on the and your kids go down and they bow down and they worship. It's like they worshiping the trees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they give it gifts.
Yeah, they
bow down.
they're going like they're serving their master. They're handing gifts, man.
That's exactly what they're doing.
They think like this thing, damn tree is a god. Yeah.
So it says, be not afraid of them, but they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good.
They can't do evil or good. Someone gotta carry the damn thing, man. Someone has to carry it.
Yeah, it
And
makes
she
sense.
said, are you even somebody for that? I don't even know.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's how the women are. The women there, they just bring confusion.
Yeah.
It's, at the end of the day, like I said, people worship and put that tree in your house. You put a curse on you and your household, man. All right? Like you mentioned, that's why, you hear about people house catching on fire because they're putting trees in their house and putting all the lightings and all that shit on it. Yeah, that's you bringing a curse and a judgment to your household, man, when you do that. Good? Yeah, good.
This is Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
You're not supposed to follow a multitude to do evil, and that's what our people are doing. It's evil, and they don't even know the evil that they're doing. It's for the kids.
Yeah.
It's for the kids.
How would the kids know if you're not teaching them?
Yeah, you taught that. You taught that. And then when you take them to the school system, it's promoted. It's promoting all the food tube and all of that, man. But that's why you have parents or guardians to guide you the right way. Huh? Yeah, that's why you have guardians to guide you the right way, you know what I mean? They're supposed to tell you.
Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment.
Yeah, man. So look, you're not supposed to be following the heathens in their festivals, man. It's all folly and it's wickedness, but it's disguised as something good. All these holidays are disguised as something good, and it's not.
This is Psalm chapter 96, verse 5. For all the God. Psalm chapter 96, verse 4. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised.
The Lord is great, and Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, the Most High, and the Lord, they're worthy to be praised and great. That's what's supposed to be acknowledged and praised. And you making a sacrifice to the Lord, not damn Christmas tree. You know, not a Christmas tree that can be stolen or moved.
He is to be feared above all gods.
is to be feared above all gods, man. Because all these other gods are not gods, and they got demons on them, man. You're not supposed to fear anything else, or people please.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
They're all idols. They're all idols. They're not real, man. They're idols.
But the Lord made the heavens.
But the Lord made the heavens and the elements that your damn idols is made of also. You know? But yeah, and these are some of the reasons America will be destroyed, because it's all confusion. This is a part of it. This is a part of it, man. This is part of the recipe for the destruction of America, all right? It's endless holidays damn near every month.
Yeah, it's to keep you in debt, keep you always, you know, broke. Here it is. Our people, they don't got no money, but when it comes to these so-called holidays, they always find ways on how to, spend money, man. And it's all designed, man, to keep you niggas broke, man. I got some. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world."
Love not the world. The ideology of the world, the customs, the festivals, the partying, being a part of it. That's loving the world. One is place to continue. That's loving the world. Taking the MOTV is being a part of the world. Not telling you, that's being a part of it, man. And those that are not mentioned in the MOTV, the RFID microchip as a mark of the beast, is because you're going to take it, and your congregation going to take it, because you know that's the last monetary device that's going to spring up.
Yeah, read that again. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him."
If you love the world, the love of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not in you, because number one, you can't serve two masters. So you serving the master of this realm, of this kingdom.
They show you that churches,
shit out of me, bro.
so-called Christians, pastors, they don't know the Lord, because why? Most of them is what? Celebrating Christmas, man. All right? They having Christmas dinners. They're gonna be serving pork. They're gonna be serving ham. All the the trimmings and all that, right?
Yeah.
But it show you that they are of the world, man.
Yeah.
Okay? They celebrate these demonic holidays. They're not warning the people of what's coming.
They're gonna have the Christmas. They're gonna have a Christmas thing. They might have the New Year's Eve thing going on too. The New Year's Eve sermon when they go in at night.
Yeah.
And
Jesus
then the
was-
Easter thing.
Yeah, and Jesus wasn't born on December 25th.
Yeah, that's winter. That's winter. That's death. He was born in the spring. Passover, you see everything. He turned everything counterclockwise.
It's like that.
Yeah, so-called white man. He done changed the times and everything. Huh? You know?
Read on. It says, verse 16. It says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life,
Pride of life
is not of the Father, but is of the world."
is of the world. Pride of life, everything. You just got to be a part of everything, shiny things, and you just got to be a part of you got to be a part. Fear, FOMO, fear of missing out. Got to be a part of the action. You're gonna be a part of that action, that nuclear destruction, and Jacob's trouble. That the party is about to start, man. Don't worry about it. You got some partying for your ass coming up. All right. Okay. You know what I mean? You're gonna see all the glittering lights in the sky soon that you wanted to see. That glittering spear. Them glittering spears, man, them nuclear missiles.
Psalm Psalm chapter 7 and verse 11. The Most High judges the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
Lord judges the righteous, all right, and he's angry with the wicked every day. The wicked, the so-called white man, and the wicked of our people, and you know these heathen nations, all right?
If he turn not, he will whet his sword.
That's the so-called white man.
He has bent his bow and made it ready.
Oh, the Lord, yeah, the Lord got his spirit on them, on the missiles, man, on the weapons. Because the Lord is the one that ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right, and the Lord's spirit gonna be on the missiles. All right.
He has also prepared for him the instruments of death.
The instruments of death, that ultimate instrument, that ultimate play is them ICBM missiles, man. That concentrated, focused fire from the chariots, what the world call UFOs. All right.
He ordained his arrows against the persecutors.
Who are the persecutors? So-called white man, Esau, Caucasians. Those are the persecutors found with the leader, the elite, the elite.
Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and has conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood.
That's the so-called white man. He brought, what are some of his falsehoods, all right? His image is being the Lord. His image is being the Lord's people. Saying the Holy Land is his. Saying he's the Lord's people. All right? Renaming the continents and the nations. Putting the covering cast over the people.
Destroying the earth.
He's destroying the earth.
Philosophies with GMO,
His philosophies, his ideologies, man, it's all destructive.
He made a pit and digged it, and is falling into the ditch which he made.
Yeah, you made a pit. Your New World Order is the ultimate pit for you, man. That's basically the last straw. That's going to lead to your destruction, man. Your New World Order. That trap, that snare you got set. Because you're going to move in on the men of the Lord first.
His mischief shall return upon his own head.
Listen, everything you've done, want to enslave the world, want to wipe out the nation of Israel, all that's going to fall upon you. Because the majority you're going to die in nuclear destruction, the leader you're going into slavery, you're going to bring back those of your people that died, serve your slavery for 1,000 years, then you're going to be annihilated out the planet Earth. Your line no longer going to exist.
And his boiling dealings shall come down upon his own pate.
Yeah, your violent dealings, man. Look at all the violent shit going throughout the earth to gather resources. The so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans are not doing that. We're not leading the course of looting these nations of their resources.
I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness.
Yeah, we praise the Lord. The elect praises the Lord. The elect is the ones promoting Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The Most High, and who the world calls Jesus Christ. Their names are Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. The elect of the nation of Israel are the ones promoting those names. The elect of the nation of Israel are the ones that's not ashamed of those names.
And thou wilt sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High.
And we sing praise to the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right? We're not ashamed, and we're not taking no payout to not speak the name. We don't care if you offered us gold. No, we're not selling out. That's part of loving the world, man. You gain the whole world and you lose your soul. You know?
This is the book of
Well, you had sellout niggas in the ancient world, you're gonna have sellout niggas now. Nothing new under the sun. Right? All right.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, start at verse 31. It says, for if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord.
When we judge, we're chastened of the Lord. Because that means the Lord cares about you, all right? We're being purged spiritually, catching this fire. Whether it's in our bodies, whether it's our mind spiritually, we just gotta fight. We gotta fight. We gotta continue. We up against the rope. But we still going at it long way, you know?
So he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah.
That's the point of being, a soldier in the Mashiach shot. You gotta keep fighting, man.
Yeah.
Not giving up, not letting them demons get the best of you.
The war doesn't stop because of the weather. The war doesn't stop because you don't have any money.
Right. Your women left.
Oh yeah.
The kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, look, these things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a person will say, oh, I don't have any children, but certain nephews I don't see no more because of family shit. But certain nephews I do. So sometimes I speak to my nephews, not all of them, I got a bunch of nephews, you know what I mean? But half of them I don't see because of family issues, man. But hey, it is what it is, man.
They said if your right eye offends you,
Yeah.
don't plug it out.
So yeah.
Let me read on, right? It says, let me read it again. It says, but when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
So we're being purged and judged now, so we don't fall with the world, man. So we're not judged with the world, and the ultimate judgment for the world is thermonuclear destruction. And then all of the troubles that happens during Jacob's trouble, meaning martial law. Because they're going to move on you people, man, brutally, man.
Yeah, so, let these people have their holidays and, and their New Year's and Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
These people are about to be destroyed, man. And that's why we go through, people coming up against us, hate, for what we're speaking, really it's not our words, the words of Yahweh Shah that they really hate, but the same way they persecuted our Lord, they gonna persecute us, man. They gonna hate on us, man. That was it on that.
You know what I mean?
Matthew chapter 10, verse 37. He that love your father or mother more than me.
Yeah, you love your father and your mother more than the Lord. You putting off family. You putting off the Lord and His work for family when you can actually do the work, or you just bowing out of the truth. Mainly because that's what it is. You bowing out of the truth because you don't want to lose your earthly family. What? Go ahead.
He that love his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that love his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
You're not worthy of the Lord. The Lord is the one that gave you that gift. You're not worthy, and you can lose that. You know what I mean? You can lose it. You can lose that anyway. So the whole thing is the whole duty of man is to keep the commandments. You can lose those things anyway, man. Everything here is temporal, man. Everything here is temporal. I remember like first being brought into the camp. Elder Guy was telling me like, yo, you gonna lose, you might lose your mom. He was prepping me, telling me all these things. I was like, cunt. So I was automatically in that mold, like, yo, I'm gonna lose everything here. You know what I mean? Already, the water for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Elder Guy. He's like, yo, I was like, yeah. And everything he said was right on, you know what I mean? You know, but yeah. You know? But yeah, so you got people that fall out the truth because of so-called losing a woman, things like that, a family, man. You know?
God, my thing is and he that taketh not his cross and follow after him is not worthy of him.
You gotta take your cross. The servant isn't greater than the master. So we gotta take up our cross no matter what it is. Every brother cross is different. You know, every brother got something going on. You know what I mean? And it might be a level. What you going through, I can't handle. What I'm going through, you can't handle. The Lord gives us what we can deal with. You know? You know? I got something.
And Sirach chapter 2, verse 1.
This truth is part of spiritual power. You got it?
It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, you're gonna go through things, man. And also you're gonna be tempted and you gotta withstand, but you're gonna go through things. You're gonna go through hardships, you're gonna lose certain things, man. But the Lord gonna give it back. The Lord will give it back while you still here. You know what I mean?
I tell you, you're going to give you a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know? So hear that. It said, forsaken homes, lands, the wives, children. You're going to receive a hundredfold.
Yeah.
All right? Blessing on top of blessing.
Yeah, see, the world counts our life as nothing. They say we're not reaching our full potential. I'm going to keep repeating what I'm saying because I'm tired of what's coming. All right? The world thinks, the world will look at us as like, they count our life as nothing in vain. You know? But they're not looking through a spiritual lens. You know what I mean?
That's good and solid in the book chapter. I got a little bit. It says, verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly adore and make not haste in time of trouble.
Constantly adore. Make not haste in times of trouble. Leaving the truth, bowing out, or taking a break. You know? Or taking a break. You know?
Yeah, we can't take breaks because guess what? Satan ain't taking a break. You know? He's constantly attacking brother mentally. You know?
Yeah.
No breaks. You gotta keep fighting.
And they're constantly putting out misleading content out.
Yeah.
You know? They on it continually, man.
It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last day.
Increase, man. We want to be increased in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and we want to be changed in that twinkling of an eye. Alright?
It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to the lower state.
Be patient when we're changed to a lower state, meaning where we might be going through something physically, spiritually, financially, whatever it is, our women, whatever it is, take it cheerfully, you know? Meaning we supposed to, what's that in boxing when somebody hit you? You going with the punch? So it's like absorb it, I forgot how it is. I'm not a boxer, y'all be looking at certain things and shit like that. You know, but yeah, so we taking those punches, man. We're absorbing it. God willing. We pray for the strength to endure.
That's right. It says, for gold is tried in the fire.
Yeah, gold is tried in the fire. You see gold that's not finished. It's all messed up, rocky. And then it gotta be heated up, the impurities taken out. whatever instrument you wanted to be fashioned was banged up, you know, it goes through the ringer, man. To get the imperfections out of it. It goes through a lot of heat.
It says, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You know what I mean? You know, we got to get it through the mud. This kingdom, the Lord ain't giving no freebies up. All right? And you know, in the world, when you do something like that, these brothers like that, you know? I remember this brother mentioned, yo, he came up like he had to come up to earn things, you know what I mean? I remember you mentioned, I ain't gonna go verbatim for what you said, and I was looking like, yeah, I respect that, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, that's what when the men of the Lord or whatever, when you hear brothers going through whatever they're going through, you be like, water your how about you now shine? You honor like our apostles, they went through a lot. Our bishops, our elders, and when they tell stories, it was like, I re-look at like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And we respect it when you go through the grind, you know what I mean? War stories. Yeah, you said it better, the war stories.
Anything you gotta work hard for, to appreciate the family. If it comes too easy, then like forget about it. Yeah. But something that you put your blood, sweat, and tears in. Yeah. You know, you always think about that. Like, damn, I have to go through it to receive it.
Yeah.
When you receive it,
That's the story of Israel.
I wouldn't make it today. I would have made it.
That way you could appreciate the kingdom that much more. Because if you was born rich, being rich is like, that's going out to you. You come from the cross, get it on the sea, and you come up. It's like, oh, shit. Whole different.
And vice versa. When you've been rich all your life, and then you come down, that's why most of these Edomites, they lose it, man. They commit suicide because they can't handle that pressure, man.
Yeah.
But even Jigs, when they go up and then they have to come back down, they don't want to do that shit. You know what I mean? You think them guys like Dini and they got messed up.
Well, we gonna be up forever.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back down for us.
All the way up.
And them niggas, they done sold out. So we
Good, Billy Ray.
Huh?
Looking good, Billy Ray.
Yeah, that's right.
What's scripture says like this? Prosperity.
Is it forgetfulness?
Yeah.
Forgetfulness,
And
yeah.
they also say vice versa. Vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you don't, you get all the days of prosperity.
Yeah. Yeah, yep.
This is Job chapter 42, verse 10. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Also, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before.
Yeah, so when the prophet Job lost everything, the Lord increased it. He increased what he had before. And spiritually, we represent the nation of Israel represents Job. All right. Also, the poor man. Yeah. So we're gonna get those riches, man. Look, man, the Lord, this is this nation's time for that. You know, we cannot go against the tide.
Job chapter 42, verse 12. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep and 6,000 camels.
Look at that. He had way money. He had real wealth, man. You know how much that's worth? Listen, man, you got people that get money right now and try to hedge and buy ranches and cattle and all that. Livestock, feed the cattle, all right? What, live cattle is dead, and feeding cattle is alive. Whichever one is it? I forgot. Live cattle is the dead, like it's the dead cattle, like they got the grocery stores, and I think feeding cattle is the one that's alive, like the livestock, I believe. It's been a while. But yeah, man, Job had real wealth, land, and real resources, man. That cattle and all that, that's real money.
And 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 sheep asses.
So Job was wealthy. That's real wealth right there.
He had also 7 sons and 3 daughters.
7 sons and 3 daughters. But he got his children back. He got his young ones back. They came back. He got them back. Lord brought them back. You see?
That's it, right?
But
The daughters were the most fearless.
Yeah.
All of the east.
so look, prettiest. So Job and his latter end, our latter end. All right. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. All right. Jacob is the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. That's the Israelites.
I got some. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 31. But rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Seek the kingdom first, and all these things gonna be added. Remember when King Solomon he wanted wisdom, right? He wanted knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, first, and spiritual knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, along with the regular knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and the Lord gave him both also. Seeking the kingdom first, so we're storing our treasures up in heaven. All right. When we don't gotta pay short-term capital gains tax. You know what I mean? To you Edomites.
It says, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom.
And our Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is their pleasure to give us a kingdom. We're gonna be joint heirs, Lord willing. All right? The kingdom. After this kingdom is plummeted with thermonuclear destruction.
So ears have not heard, eyes have not seen the things that the Lord, have, for those that yeah. It's a lot of things, man. We're about to see and witness that we can't even imagine on this side.
Yeah, you see, this earth right now is dull, right? But when the Lord give this earth a face, it's gonna look, the colors are gonna be more vibrant and colorful than a 5 or 4K TV. Because this whole realm is dull. But this realm is gonna mirror the spiritual realm, man. To a degree.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration,
Reincarnation.
when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, he also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
And he's gonna have a higher rank on Israel, man. He's gonna be in the governing body, the 144,000. That's the highest honor that you can achieve. It's better than the NBA, the ring. It's better than a heavyweight champion belt and all of that, man. It's better than having an NFL team or basketball team. You know what I mean? Or Kardashian or whatever. Y'all try to be funny instead of that. Y'all try to be funny, but yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta use the which is like the highest. This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 16. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles.
Their wealth, their resources. That's what it's talking about. You ever hear the term when somebody say, somebody be like, yo, you living off your brother's chick or whatever. It's talking about their financial and taking care of you. They're providing you with your means of income. So it's talking about their forces, their resources. You know?
And shall suck the breast of kings.
Yeah, so we're gonna take all their, we're gonna take their wealth. Our gates gonna be open continually. And they're gonna be bringing in a metric tons of everything that they stole, man. And everything they have, they gotta give it up. Yeah, you gotta come up out of that wealth. From that shit. First you go to Yahweh Shai, on down the ranks. It's gonna be beat up amongst Israel.
And thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer.
So we're gonna know that Yahweh Shai is our Redeemer, and He is. He's the one that's gonna buy us back.
The mighty one of Jacob.
The mighty one of Jacob.
For brass I will bring gold.
And it's gonna bring gold, man. Because we under brass ceiling, man. You see the glass ceiling? We're being held down by these nations. And we's in captivity. The Lord gonna bring that back. He's gonna bring us. He's gonna make us into gold and bring wealth to us.
And for iron I will bring silver.
We're gonna bring silver, so we're gonna be made classy, man. All right, the Lord gonna establish us. All right, we not just reading this, we believe this. We already know it's to be true. All right, it's just gotta play out.
And for wood, brass.
Wood, brass.
And for stones, iron.
Stones, iron.
I will also.
You know things that the Lord done showed us. We ain't needed to be shown to us. We done seen things that the world won't believe us that we seen, their visions or whatever. We ain't even need that. That's just more confirmation. The scriptures is confirmation enough. I guess that was a gift onto us just for believing. We already know. A lot of us, we done seen the vision of this place being burnt up. We done seen like chariots. You know what I mean? We done seen loved ones in their spiritual body. You can't even imagine it. So we already know what we're gonna get, man.
I will also make thy officers peace and thine exactors righteousness.
Yeah. So the Lord gonna establish us, man. This place is almost out of here, man. We believe it. We just bringing it out for those that's just into this thing or going through something, man.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land.
Yeah, our people not gonna be no more warring against each other, robbing each other, and cutthroating each other, man. We're gonna be brothers and sisters like we used to be, man. We're not gonna envy each other either.
Yeah, the curses will be removed.
Curses removed.
They're going to be on the other nation.
See, those curses is being lifted already amongst the brotherhood. We rejoice when brothers is doing well or whatever, man. You know, that don't fly with us, but it's gonna go throughout Israel the same how we conduct ourselves amongst each other.
Wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt hold thy walls salvation and thy gates praise.
Yeah, so our city gonna be beautified. We're gonna get our homeland again. We're gonna have a continued city like we once, and it's gonna be expanded. All right. This place might just be the home base where we serve, when we go to the Passover or whatever, the temple, or however it's gonna be. Because we're gonna like I'm saying, this earth in the kingdom, this earth might be the home base because we're gonna go out to the other side.
Oh,
Yeah.
There was a little more. We let it go to the 1999. And everyone in our forsaken houses, our brethren, and sisters, and father, and mother, and wife, and children, and nuns, for my name's sake, shall receive an 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life.
Everything we lost in this kingdom, we're going to get back. All right? And also, we know in the kingdom we're gonna have immortality, man. But we wanna rule in our first day, man. We don't want to learn through death through pain or whatever.
It's
Or
like
if we die, we want it to be an
They have
honorable
like
death,
all the oils
dying
of like.
in His truth. Okay, it's a difference.
I got you right here. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 13. It said, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth.
Blessed are the dead that die for this truth, that die in this truth. They're blessed because they're going to be the first ones returning with Yahweh. They're going to be on the chariots. They died. They was a soldier all the way to the end, man. They got an honorable discharge. All right, honorable one. Their end was not vain. They completed their mission.
It said, Yea, say the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them.
Their works follow them. See, the Akim that died in his truth, King Marshal Yahweh. All right? The brothers in the camp. All right, their works follow them. They're missed. Yo, we missed them. Even the ones we didn't meet, we hear their story, we missed them. All right, we done seen them on video.
Hey, they're going to return back to the Lord.
Yeah.
That 4th chapter, right? It said those that, in fact, let me get it.
Yeah. And they're resting in the spiritual realm.
Yeah, they sleep.
All right?
We got it right here. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and start at verse 15. It says, For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep.
Yeah, so the ones that are asleep, they still got their position. Their position, I don't want to spill this, but their position is solidified.
That's Santa that we met.
All right? Their position is there.
They earned their crown.
Yeah. Some of them, they going to come back fighting for us, protecting the men of the Lord.
It said, For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High.
The Lord going to be on the main chariot, the main spaceship, standing on top of it. A mountain like shit.
It says, And the dead in Yahushua shall rise first.
Because they're going to be on the they're going to be on the chariots. All right? They're going to be in the chariots. What the world calls spaceships. Or UAPs. Your military know what it is. Your military ain't informing y'all. You know? But they're scared to death. Your leaders are scared to death. That's why they constantly bombarding you with entertainment, Christmas, and a whole list of other bullshit.
Right now, you got the whole 3-eye
Right,
atlas.
circus.
You got the 3-eye atlas right now. You know, they don't know whether it's fucking that shit, the fucking asteroid or something. They know it's something, but they're not sure what it is.
Because it's intelligent
But
movement,
it's
right?
coming closer and closer to the earth. You know what I'm saying? Which possibly could be the fathership, man. You know? We don't know. But we know that it's not of this world. That's something that Esau, their top elites, that's what keep them up at night. It says, verse 17, And we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
Meaning beamed up in the clouds and changed in that twinkling of an eye. Beamed up. That's not talking about an actual cloud. It's talking about a spaceship.
Right.
It's talking about ships.
It says, and we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air.
To meet the Lord in the air. You know? To meet the Lord in the air.
And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
So these words comfort us. We don't need a damn therapist. we got our therapist right here. We don't need a rapist. All right? Digging in our pockets. We don't need that. This is a therapy. All right? You don't need no damn therapy.
Scripture says this is the comforter.
Yeah, this is the comforter.
The Holy Spirit.
Antidote. We don't need no lean. We don't need no cocaine. We don't need no weed. You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous.
Yeah, our people gonna be all righteous, right? Our people gonna be righteous, man. The Lord gonna magnify us like he once was before. Yeah?
They shall inherit the land forever.
And forever. Forever, ever. Continually. Infinite.
The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified.
That the Lord may be glorified, all right? It's all about Yahushua. You hear that, Nate?
A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation.
So our people gonna be mighty, man. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get those bodies on one side before.
Hey, how can we do that to dealing with one woman? You know what I'm
Yeah, how can we become a nation dealing with one woman?
Yeah.
That's foolish.
saying? They talk about in the IUIC that, you know, that it's not lawful to have multiple wives.
You know how that, look, all right, we can use regular math. The math ain't math. Women outnumber men. So going by that logic, it's going to be women without men. If you think like that, women outnumber men. Men are supposed to have multiple women. But Esau, being a homo that he is, he got shit twisted. Because he don't like women. He like men and boys.
Yeah, because it's only Esau.
And pets.
Because if you go to Ishmael, he not with he having multiple wives.
Yeah.
Even him, funky ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have multiple wives out there. You know? But either way, them same guys that saying that, they don't have wives in the kingdom. Multiple wives, man. You know?
Craziness, man.
Hey, explain Isaiah 4:1 then. Alright? That's gonna happen on this side. That ain't gonna happen in the kingdom. That's gonna happen on this side.
You got some people in the world, they gotta sneak and be with another woman so they don't mess up their relationship and the woman take the child away, man. You know, I know people that gotta duck and hide and do things. Oh man, that shit, cause they scared they don't wanna lose their, they don't want their woman to take their child away from them. I'm talking about people in the world.
Right.
This shit is crazy, yo.
That's gonna be
This
our
is out of whack,
That's
yo.
gonna be our God-given right to have multiple women, man. What the hell? It's like how you like multiple shoes, right?
Yeah.
Multiple sneakers.
Yeah.
You don't want to wear the same sneakers all day, every day, right? You want to switch your shit up,
I want
right?
to switch it up.
The same
You
way how
just
we
flip it, flippity flop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the same way we're going to have our women, man. We're going to have our women by different flavors, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
That's a funny word though. same sneakers every year, the same boots.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's gonna wear out.
They gonna wear out. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with
Yeah.
same thing with women.
Exactly.
Yeah, we want different women. We want different feet. You know what I mean? Sneakers.
And these women, they're not gonna be able to deal with us in the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be packing something crazy. So they,
Yeah, nah, they gonna be, look, man, we gonna have that full force. So when you can pipe it once and she good for like 3 months. You know what I mean? She be good. You get me? It's gonna be like she gonna have that force like she good for a minute. You know?
We're gonna be in our glory, man. Just like how Solomon, you know, he had 1,000 wives, man. We're gonna have more than, whatever brother liking it is, you know what I'm saying? You want to deal with 1,000 women, you want to deal with, you know, how many women you want to deal with, you know? That's all that brother. We're gonna have multiple wives, man. You know, what the hell y'all talking about?
Who said that again?
They know.
Idiot.
You know what that's about.
Yeah.
They trying to kiss up to the so-called black woman.
Yeah, you goddamn sellout.
They want to, you know, please her black ass.
Make her happy, man, because you gotta have the congregation happy. Right?
Because why they got women in their congregation, which is going on. Man.
I'm gonna have this multiplied etymology. Multus, I'm going to the root basics. Multus means much or many, and placare, the fold. Essentially meaning many, to fold many times or to make many. Like, I'll consider a quick example. Like, this is, pretend it's like a piece of paper, right? One. Fold it. If you fold it, then it's 2.
Yeah.
If you fold it, then it's 4.
Yeah.
You fold it again, it keeps on multiplying. That's a multiplying mean. So we're gonna have multiple women, multiple children, small.
Yeah, see? And you can't do that by just being with one woman.
If you only deal with one chick, you gotta wait for 9 months, right? Before she delivers, right? I mean, now if you dealing with many women at the same time, you can get them all impregnated, put them all at the same time. That's how it's going. And the Lord said He will hasten it in this time.
I wouldn't have had multiple uncles and shit like that if that was the case, because you know my grandfather he had multiple women. You know what I mean? And he told my moms and my aunts and uncles, and he was like, yo, this your brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know?
Right. And they say like basically you deal with many women that you consider a whoremonger, which that's not the term for you know. Whoremonger is a gift. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Look, man. The so-called white man, he got everything backwards, man. You know? This is why he must be removed off the board. This nigga gotta be removed up off the board, man. You know?
I gotta say, this is when you said that, this is Psalms 82 and 6. It says, Salaki,
Yes. So look, man. Esau got the world upside down.
I got it, Salaki. It says, this is Psalms 82 and verse 5. It says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Yeah, they walk in darkness, no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The foundation of the earth is out of course. The weather, the time, the people, the laws, the land Sabbath, everything's out of whack. Because You have the incompetent Edomites running the world, man. They are foolish.
Sorrow.
Yeah, they got the world out of whack.
That everything that the Most High created and made good, you know, he calls it evil.
Yeah.
You know? Because the scripture said the soul that's within them is
not upright.
Not upright.
Soul lifted up in him is not upright. Because he's not righteous or just. The so-called white man is not righteous or just. Esau, Caucasians are not righteous or just, man. Y'all wicked and y'all promote yourself as being pure and righteous, man. And you promote the nation of Israel as being the biggest
Like she's serving and I'm here leaning forward to
and all that. You know?
that faith will be shown to
So if you really civilize the world, why this shit is all fucked up? If you brought civilization to all the nations in the world, why is everything out of whack? Oh, yeah, you're gonna blame the world for it. It's not them, it's everybody else. Yeah, it's not them, everybody else.
I mean, yeah, because they believe Jake in the murder. See Jake committed all the crimes, criminal, Jake all in prison. I mean, you go on YouTube and shit, different videos and shit. You got Esau talking broken shit about Jake. Jake ain't shit. Esau,
Oh, yeah.
how Jake is a criminal, Jake is a low life. With all the snapping people. Right. It was low now. It's real, because really Jake is a poster boy and poster girl. Understand? But really, Esau, he's a really violent. He's the harbinger. Yes, he's the killer. You go through all the plans of killing and taking lives. Nobody did Iraq and Vietnam. Nobody did it in the Americas, man. The indigenous people of America. Why did Columbus say, yo, let me put down his foot and score for a couple minutes? So Esau is a really violent man.
That's right. This is Psalm chapter 73, verse 8. It says, they are corrupt, they speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Yeah, they speak wickedly concerning oppression. Oh, look, slavery didn't happen to you. You don't need reparations. Can you prove that you are indigenous people? You those people? Do you go back? Do your line go back to the people? You gotta trace that. Oh, this was this amount of years up. Look, you could just pick yourself up by your bootstrap. You get educated. You work real hard, and all of this and that. And so on and so forth. Look,
Oh, you let us work hard. Hey, look at the tribe of Issachar, man. The name Issachar itself, he is hired, you know? So they're an example of the hardest working people on the planet Earth. How is it that, you know,
you ain't outworking Issachar, yo. You're not outworking Issachar. Yeah, they the Lord got them with the spiritual energizer buddy. Like, they the spiritual, yo, they got energy like a motherfucker.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You not outworking Issachar, yo.
Yeah.
Because, sorry.
Because, you know, their true wealth and how they obtain their wealth was through thievery, robbery, all right? Usury. That's how they got their riches and wealth.
Right. And Issachar, yo, whatever job he do, they do it to the max, man. They you know? Even to the whatever you would call the lowest job or looking up grades or whatever. I go up in there, I be like, yo, my boy Mario ain't there no more. He left.
Yes.
The food tastes like shit now, yo. No disrespect to y'all if y'all see this video, because I don't want y'all fucking my shit up. But yo, but look, man. It's a car do their thing, man. You know what I mean? This is called a hard work. But they say, like,
I called Freddie.
Working hard, man. Working hard really don't get you to, like, wealth, man. It doesn't. It's how what you do with your investments that get you where you gotta do how you maneuver with your coin.
She gives it out with the secretary.
You know? And I don't know if the curriculum changed. School don't teach that. They teach you how to conduct someone else's business. You can get a high stature in your career, but to have your own shit, I don't know if they start teaching that yet.
Yeah, you learn more in the prison system than you learn in school.
Okay,
choose
trade,
New York
shit, right?
I'm talking about how to be a damn criminal. Man.
Oh yeah, that's the school. Oh yeah, you learn, you especially if you doing certain crimes, you link up with other people. It connects. And shit like that, man. Jail ain't rehabilitation. It can make you even better criminal. I haven't been to jail, but the criminals tell me that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all got it.
Y'all got something?
So telling me to like do my
This is Psalm chapter 10 and verse 6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Yeah, that's the so-called white man. And with him ruling in this entity America. They feel like that they could never be taken out of power. So when we speak about the so-called white man ruling his rule, he look at amazement. His people look at amazement. Even all the nations look like, yo, this man can't be taken out of power. Because they don't know the power of Yahweh Shem Shah. You know? But they soon gonna witness that power. You know?
His mouth is full of mercy and deceit and fraud.
That's the so-called white man. He talked against Yahweh Shem Shah, his peoples. He talked about evolution, all these things, man. Speaking. This New World Order, and he's gonna go to the other planets, man. He got his Space Force, man. Those are all just attempting to just making something like that, man. That's pride.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, man. It's all lies, man. Everything he speaks. The Lord gonna dissolve that tongue, man. His lies gonna be burnt out.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
Yeah, he's always constantly trying to trap Jake, snare Jake, get them in prison systems, change laws, trap our people, man. What we're saying is treason. He's always lurking to jam our people up. Even on a lower statue with these tickets, with them. We got the MTA security trying to catch Jake jumping on a bus, hopping the train. You know, and then there's some scenarios where Jake's trying to pay, the machines ain't working, or it's not a machine where you could, at this station, you gotta go somewhere else to go to buy an Omni card. You got these situations too. You know what I mean? Yeah, so these all you got snares all out of here, man. For you.
Upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, they be right in the cuts like you ever used to watch the Flintstones, the Jetsons, they be behind a bush and all that. They be just like that. I remember going up to Hudson in upstate back in the days, you know, they used to be behind.
Now we wish I
Where even on the highway, they're gonna start putting speed cameras on the highway, bro. You know what I'm saying? So this devil, scripture says, go on to that unrighteous decree. Yeah, they go, basically putting out these decrees. You know what I'm saying? To mainly trap Jacob, man. Because think about it. When you have to pay, as far as the utilities, the rent, and all that, then on top of that, you got to pay for tickets that you catch here and there.
Yeah,
That's why you got.
adds up.
Yeah, that shit adds up. Then you got you know, a lot of people, they'll sit on it, they won't pay their shit, and then all of a sudden, all them tickets accumulate. And then all of a sudden, you got a boot on your shit.
Yeah.
Then you have to pay for the boot to get off of your shit. So that's why Solomon mentioned, you know, vanity and vexation of spirit.
Yeah.
Man, this life, man.
Yeah.
You know, especially under the rulership of Esau, man. You know, you're
Yeah,
constantly in the fucking, you know, that's why the scripture said this is not our rest, man.
It ain't our rest.
This ain't our rest, man.
They like, yeah, I remember that dude. You remember the dude that walked by? He said, "Merry Christmas." He ain't know no better. That's an Israelite farmer. He got tired. He a crane operator. He catching hell. I bumped into him on a coming through this area on a regular weekend. You know, he going taking the bus across. Yo, man, you know.
Yeah, we're under the curses, man. We're enslaved.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Children, the so-called white man, and also regular children, and women rule over them. Yeah, because the so-called, starting with the Rockefellers, he liberated these women, man. The men and women of our nation, man. They're oppressed. They're oppressed, man. And they're the ones that's getting promoted more on these jobs. You know, you have a sprinkle of men, but they crying and shit. Where I'm at, yo, the women are just at the high positions. You know what I mean? They got the high positions, man. They proud of shit, man. You know what I mean? They don't want, yo, look, and look, it is what it is, man. They running shit right now. You got it? Women move over them, man. Yep.
As for my people, children are the oppressors, and women rule over them. All my people, they that lead to earth and destroy the way from thy path.
Our people, because our people are there. Look at this Christmas shit, man. Look at this Christmas shit. Holiday after holiday, festivity after festivity, man. You keep following these Greeks, man.
Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem?
Jerusalem, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, city of peace. Who shall have pity upon thee? None of these nations will have pity upon thee. This shows you the scripture that's talking about. All the nations don't have pity upon you. They don't care what you go through. And they are wicked. They're not supposed to. All right? But our people want to be hand in hand and include them in the kingdom, man. They're not including you. They don't have pity for you. Whatever they join with you is for fucking college credits or getting that Ivy League, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, because Jake don't think that they have enemies, man.
Yeah.
You know, they think, you know, we're all one. You know, we all bleed the same. That's bullshit, man. You got people that are living better than others, man. Treated better than others here in this society, man. What are you talking about? You know? Yeah, like, hey, same goes, you know, they got that Stockholm syndrome, man. They refuse to, you know, believe that these Edomites have changed from their, you know, from their duty, their, you know, how they had us in captivity, hardcore slavery, that they changed.
These nations don't like you, all right? You know how they look at you like you stealing? You know how these nations look at you like they might be stealing or whatever? I went in a liquor spot where all the liquor is behind the bulletproof and the motherfucker still, the person still has a fucking attitude. So me, the asshole that I am, I said, yo, what you upset about, man? What you mad about? You know? And he didn't say nothing. Like, yo, they still got hatred for you. It don't matter. You know what I mean? It don't matter.
Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Yeah, no one's gonna ask how you do, man. They're not gonna go to world court to fight for the injustices you have. They are your enemies. You gotta know who your enemies are. These nations are your enemies. You know what I mean?
Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord. Thou art gone backward.
Yeah, we went backward, so that's why we had to get jacked up. We got cute and we had to get spanked. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'll read that to you.
Just one backpack and kick.
Yeah. You know? And now what? Look, you see Mike Epps. You started to say what we've been saying for years. These celebrities and all that, and these so-called wealthy jakes, you only stunting on other jakes. You can't stunt on the heathen, especially so-called white men. We've been saying that. They going out saying, no shit.
Like that's he ran into the he never
He's a star.
He was scoffing too.
Him and Melvo, right?
Yeah. He got
Everybody hit Chris. Melvo.
This is Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness.
Never trust our enemy. Our main enemy are you Caucasian. Never trust our enemy, because they are enemy. They put us in captivity multiple times.
Backwards. Like I'm not thinking
They
about
done
anything else.
seized upon us drugs. Never trust our enemy. What? Like iron wrestling?
It says, no heat. Yeah, it says,
Like iron wrestling?
but like as iron rust, so is his wickedness.
Like iron, all iron is sure to rust, oxidize, and rust. So is his wickedness. So Esau gonna show us wickedness. I don't care how humble or nice or how he smile. Alright?
It says, though he humble himself and go crouching,
Though he humble himself, he gonna show peace. He gonna agree with you. He gonna come as your friend. The trees, don't trust him.
yet take good heed of heed and beware of him.
Take heed and beware of him.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast white or looking glass.
Ain't you all looking glass or brass that you polish? You gotta keep polishing it. That wickedness, that image gonna reveal itself. He gonna reveal his wickedness. All right. He got a smoke screen for you. All right. What's the word called? Induce, where you're persuading someone, or you trying to you're persuading or lure someone into something. The word induce. He's inducing.
It said, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped
It
away.
hasn't been wiped. His wickedness hasn't been wiped away. He just buying time and attention. He show you that with his business deals. You know?
It says words are smooth and funny.
Oh yeah, he good. He good with that, man. After me and y'all, I was like, that was so skill dealing with the so-called white man, especially the cars off. You know what I mean? Oh man, listen. His words, he got the silver tongue, man. Rock you to sleep. You haven't studied the psychologists, Sigmund Freud, Erickson, Milton Erickson, all right? Some others I forget. What was the other one? I forget his name. He said, give me a bunch of small children, like 6 years old. Someone can raise them up to be a beggar, someone a thief, or someone successful. I forgot the psychologist. I forgot. First semester psychology, that shit. I forgot his name. I think it's John Watt.
So knows that because that's how you push was all this fucking which is drug dealing, rap music, so on and so forth. Liquor store, Chinese.
Chicken spots. Good.
Because I put you on a low vibration. It fucks you up. You have to be a strong type of gym to really don't have to be with you. Escape that find yourself going on in the projects, look, the mother might be exalted, you go on the laptop the gym, so on and so forth. So that comes strong from the get-go.
And what's so crazy was that they grew up in that environment. They want to be a part of that environment. Verse 13, it says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
Yeah, you playing with serpents and poisonous creatures, and then no one's gonna feel sorry for you when your ass get bit.
Right. That's
Because
what you do when you trust in the so-called.
yeah, it's poison. He's
So he's a snake. You know he's a snake.
yeah.
Shit.
You know what I mean? What's that dude in the hip hop? What's his name again? What's his name again? Leo Cohen?
Oh, Leo Cohen, yeah.
Liar. Yeah, you know? Yeah, I gotta feed my family. He told you, like, look, I gotta destroy your people to feed my family.
That's basically what it is. That's basically what they do, man. Hey, he said, give his neighbor a drink. He said,
Guys, I'm on YouTube and I'm ready to book for Amazon with 1 million
basically
every
they
second.
force-
God bless you guys.
they force you into, they know that what they promoting is evil and wickedness, but yet, you know, they know that what they promote is evil and wickedness.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. No, what I'm saying is, they know that Esau knows that what he's doing, he's promoting evil, wickedness, you know, separating the black woman from their husband, things like that. You know? He does that, but he's trying to do it like he don't know what he's doing. Like he's doing it like, you know what I'm saying? Playing, because that's what Esau does. He studies Jake all day long.
Yo, y'all rap about this, y'all rap about, look, y'all rap about this, women rap about, this and that. But yet,
He goes back and
they got their family unity and all of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? They got their family unity. Yo, speak about robbing this dude and airing this block out, but yo, y'all together, y'all got a code of conduct.
Yeah, they not listening
amongst
like
each
that.
other. Like, yo,
Absolutely.
and then these hip hop niggas, their kids are going to college, this and that. Oh, nah, my child don't listen to this.
Which is laid on point because breakfast.
Yeah, that's what we took.
Breakfast is like,
Yeah, I gotta feed my family.
yeah, I gotta eat something. Yeah. And he said it in the most eating like, I'm gonna take with this. Like, this is I gotta eat. You don't care what you do. He's like, fuck it. He said it in that grimy spirit.
Music that they bring out is they,
Let's get cities.
they're told on the contract, like, yo, we can cover it. And that music is pushed for our people. So like, basically, people are making it seem like, I don't know why they're doing that, but I'm telling them to do it behind the scenes so that they could profit off the ball.
Right, the music is so garbage, right? But it gets a lot of spins. So eventually, that same fucking demonic music, people start rapping and like, oh shit, start getting catchy. Yeah, because that's what they do. They cast in a spell. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like something that's, you hear it and it's like, oh, that shit is alright, you don't hear it again. For the radio. You know what I'm saying?
John Charles said that they got they're doing the masses, they got the warlocks doing the seance over it, the rituals. And like, yo, first thing like, hey, you don't know what you're talking about, yo. It's another form, what's a form, another form of psychology, neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, by John Grinder, Richard Vandal, I believe their names are. Because I saw a psychologist in Western Beach by where I work at, and I mentioned those two, and he looked at me like I knew something. I'm like, yo, I was like, yo, I read a lot of those books. I said, yo, I read a lot of those books. You know what I mean? And he didn't know I knew that shit. Yeah. So neuro-linguistic programming is it's like a hypnosis, like where you can throw it like you could throw a suggestion through language or whatever, and it's like hypnotizing. You know what I mean?
Yes, real quick, because we're going into the whole music thing. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 4. It says, "And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird."
Ain't gonna be no damn work. The unemployment gonna rise more at alarming rates, and wake up to the sound of the bird. That's your alarm clock.
It says, "And all the daughters of music shall be brought."
Yeah, the music is shit. It's trash. You gotta make yourself enjoy it now. You gotta constantly hear it. It ain't like it used to be. All right?
And the spirit, because the boy playing Nas, you know what I'm saying? That, but even that album dropped. That shit is trash, man. You know, Nas was there, but that shit is, you know, it ain't hitting like when Nas was in when he was in his prime. Exactly, because really there ain't no competition out there. You know, back then, you know, you had a number of rappers that was a lot of competition. But now, you know, he could throw out that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But that shit is horrible, man. But showing you the time we in, man, the Lord is removing the work out of this place, man.
Yeah, I heard Fabio shit ain't doing how it was hitting. Fabio Foreign.
You know what I'm saying? It's trash, man. Max B, all of it. Garbage, man. Shit is garbage, bro.
So the music is low.
The music has been low. Remember back in the day when we was listening to music, there was a lot of anticipation. Like when albums came out, you would know once
Because I never go there.
Tower Records, go line up and shit, you know, celebrities to be there. That was the time when music was at its height.
Or in the hood, you had East New York, Sugar Hill. You had Sugar Hill record store. That was in East New York on Liberty and Sheridan. They had a record store, celebrities come Nas, all of them. You had a spot on Jamaica Avenue, you know, past Parsons, before the, I forgot what it was. All the rappers would come there and shit like that. Or they would go to the signers in the library about a bus terminal. Jamaica Avenue. Brothers know what I'm talking about back then, you know?
You know, that time of, you know, the heyday of hip hop and R&B, even that, you know, shit is trash, man. Yeah.
brothers is going into, you know, how these Edomites, they hop into this culture, they'll do whatever it takes to keep, you know, Israel down. You know, all of this destructive ass music, right? It says, this is Psalms 83. And Psalms 83 and 2. It says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and insulted against thy hypocrite."
Yeah, that's the so-called white man. He the elites of them, man. And along with the other nations, they meet in secret, and they looked at their head against the nation of Israel. They talk shit about us, man. You know what I mean? They say that they, you know, we feeble-minded, uneducated, things like that. You know? They talk shit like, y'all always using government resources and things like that. All the Jake ain't using all of those things. You know? And the ones of the Jake that know how to use that to better themselves and get in the trade, they'll cut you off like midway when you getting your shit together, right before time.
And they come to find out that, statistics show that it's Esau. They're the number one when it comes to using, snap, welfare, all that shit, Even them Amalekites, man. They don't be standing online. They go, they just call and they receive their shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And if you say anything, you anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
You anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Man, I remember in college when them damn Amalekites, they was obeying all their fucking holidays, and a known person I missed those days was fucked out. You know what I mean? And what they did was just let them make up the time. You know?
They get all the exceptions.
Yeah. And he was about to play the nursing class. I'm sorry.
This is schools and real colleges. They take off the other Jewish holidays.
See?
Rosh Hashanah, we got those days off. That was a holiday for the college and the university. That's because they're the one that's running. They have their own police force in Brooklyn.
Remember outside the hospital on 100 Madison? Yo, they so-called Sabbath days, one elevators, they shut them down. All that bullshit, man.
They close the fucking parking lot. All that shit.
Yeah, we hate you scumblekites, man.
Fuck them motherfuckers.
Yeah, there's only one in verse 4. It said they had said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Yep, that's what they do. Yo, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Let them not know who their nationality, their homeland, their power is. Divide amongst them, cut them off economically. We're not giving them credit. I'm not talking about regular credit cards. I'm talking about the credit where these motherfuckers build these skyscrapers. Now, we're not going to open up the floodgates for them with that.
Okay, it shows you that it applies to us. Because our people not some Jews or Israelites or, they're the ones. The Scumbakites, they're the ones that saying, call themselves Israel. That said that they were cut off from being a nation. Yeah. All right? Prove that right there, Those are not the people.
We're cut off from being a nation, and in this fucked up society, you only heard in world court around the world if you're a nation. So if you're not considered a nation, you're not acknowledged. It shows that the scripture is on point.
This is Psalm chapter 35 and verse 19. Let not them that are my enemies wrongfully rejoice over me, neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause.
Nonsense, this is King David's people, right? It's not. Basically, he's telling the Lord, man, don't let his enemies, these heathens, and even wicked jakes, basically come above him, prevail against him. That's what a lot of the Psalms is about. The enemies of the Lord, not letting them prevail against us. And ultimately, that's going to be the case in these last times that the elect, through Yahushua, the return of Yahushua, is going to prevail against the heathen nation.
For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land.
So that's Esau, man.
Deceitful matters.
Just that whole gangster hip hop rap, that's a deceitful money. Crack cocaine, they pushing the black meat, that's a deceitful money. The projects, making festive drums, so on and so forth. That's how we see for money. Giving the so-called black woman welfare to keep the black man out. That's how we see for money. Putting the tribes against each other, blacks versus Hispanics. That's how we see for money. And that's what Esau do. As Esau know, if we come together in our right estate, we're going to take over. Because the so-called black man and the so-called white man are inversely proportional. Meaning that when the so-called white man is up, black man is on the bottom. Black man is up, the so-called white man is on the bottom.
That we were made to be against each other.
Contrary.
You know, when we read the book of Genesis, you know, going back to, you know, our foreparents, Isaac and Rebecca, twins in the womb, they were fighting against each other. So you ask yourself, why is it that so-called black men and so-called white men can't get together? It was already predestined to go that way. You know? Nah, they ain't never gonna get along. Join the hand, you know, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. You know? So it's in our spirit for us to hate them and for them to hate us, man. It would never be that whole fucking Martin Luther King, you know, I have the dream speech, that shit was all bullshit, man. Alright? Come to find out, it was written by a so-called Jew. You know what I'm saying? So we would never have a thing where we would get along with them or we would be, you know, together in harmony in this society. It would never be that way, man. Alright? Because they're the wicked for one, and said there would be no peace unto the wicked. You know? As long as this devil's in power, we will always continue to you know, have friction, okay? Soon in the kingdom, he's going to be done away with. After he served his 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, he's going to be done away with, pursuant to Obadiah in the 18th verse, right? You got these guys talking about that, you know, Esau, you know, he's not going to be done away with. Crazy hell, man. You know? He's going to be done away with. He's not going to see an Edomite after he served 1,000 years of hardcore slavery in the kingdom. And the water Yahweh Hashem Yahweh shot for that. That's right. You know, because hey, we you know, we can't stand the devil. That's just what it is. You can't see the devil, you know? Seeing your bread.
Yeah, they opened their mouth wide against me and said, aha, aha, our eye act, and said, aha, aha, our eye had seen it.
Yeah, they say that, right?
Psalm chapter 35 and 21. Yet they opened their mouth wide against me and said, aha, aha, our eye hath seen it.
That's not speaking unless you how Hashem trying to speak. Because believe it or not, these heathens, especially Esau, they curses. They made it actually like work witchcraft and put curses upon Jacob. That's why they put it, that's why they defile all the food. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. Defile the air.
Yeah, they laughed in my song. They really talk shit about Jake. They really talk shit about us, man.
All the shit.
Yeah.
That's not gonna make me.
Call us all the names you want to call us.
If you were Edomite, hey, God forbid I was an Edomite. I would be the worst Edomite that a nigga would come across. I would be a terror on a nigga.
Yeah. We're only having a 10-minute lunch break.
You understand? Don't let me be an Edomite with some money, man. Oh, man. Some type of power. You Jakes are going to be rich. No, because in this kingdom of Jake, you know, certain Jakes, you could be alright, man. And in the kingdom, there ain't going to be no Edomite that's alright. There ain't going to be no Edomite millionaires in the kingdom. But here you go have Jake that's a millionaire, Jake that's worth a couple $100 million or whatever, billionaire. Ain't gonna be none of y'all Jake popping away with it.
Jake doing better than Esau.
Yeah. You think that's gonna be in the? You think that's gonna be in the kingdom?
Yeah, so I saw Jake some months ago, about a year or two around here, and he had these young chicks, teenagers, had a bad looking Edomite chick, you know, and the Edomite was tight. He was like, ah, he had his arm around it, he was like, ah, he was like, look, he bad, you know, the chick was laughing. I start laughing when I walk by, you know what I mean?
That's these Edomites' fantasies, man. They get with us, man. Get with these things. The only reason why they don't get with us because they ain't got the power. They ain't got that power yet. And as soon as we get that power, trust me, all these different women from the different nations, they gonna be on us, man.
That's why Jake got money or Jake got stuff. They be getting all the women of the different nations. Jake in the NBA, Jake in the NFL. Actors, celebrities.
That ain't gonna be like that in our community. This guy getting away getting nothing. But at least be fair.
Look at it this way. I don't want to
This ex-UFC fighter called Rafi Jackson. He does a freestyle. Like basically, you know, he's funny, but he goes around and meets different women of other nations, you know, and he gets to them, and that's basically like an example of us being almost out of here. Like the nation's woman on
Right. Yeah. That's how you know when the kingdom is about to fall. Yeah. The woman, you know what I'm saying? The woman start dealing with the other nation. It's over.
Psalm chapter 12. Psalm chapter 12, verse 7 and 8 in the NLT. Therefore, Lord Yahweh, Shai, we know you will protect the oppressed, preserving them forever from this lying generation, even though the wicked strut about and evil is praised throughout the land. Yeah. So now as brothers is going to, evil is praised in this land, whether it's going to be the music, whether it be the entertainment, everything that Esau got set up in this world, you know, it gets praised in the land. That's why it's the land of confusion. When you look at the state of America, look at the state of the world, man. It's just nothing but confusion right here, man. You know? Jake's walking by, you see Jake walking by, there's a bunch of lows, you know what I'm saying, confused. You know, all manner of wickedness, man. You know, we gotta beg the Lord to not lift it up. You know, need to put it down. When a brother was going into Esau, Edom, you know, in the kingdom, he gonna be done away with. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. Why? Because he was created to be the wicked. And when the kingdom is established, there ain't gonna be no need for the wicked. Right? So his job is gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? He's going to serve in slavery, and then there's going to be no more wickedness. So he's not going to have a place in the world. You know what I'm saying? And good riddance. Yep. Good riddance.
And little boy named Jacob. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Because you said forward to good evil good. So that's exactly what Esau intended. See the nation, right? Soon, you know, we got this job that will be done.
I'll give you a shout out if I can pop out.
Need him to do anything, you know, to deceive the nation because, you know, the kingdom is going to be righteous, man. You know, so he said, he did his purpose, he did the job, man. Bring him. Yep.
Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
And that's what the Lord was actually speaking about Israelites, man. You know? So when that time comes, all you false prophets, you know, all you false teachers that were teaching deceits and lies, man, you're going to fall down to the true man of the Lord, man. You know, beginning with our apostles, the great millstone, you know, guys like Nate, Johanna, Zariak, you know what I'm saying? All right, you're going to bow down, man. we could also apply that to Esau and Edom, man. Because you so-called white people, you will definitely know that you're not the real Jews, man. Okay, you've been lied to. You're gonna worship the feet, at the feet. You're gonna bow down to, Lord. That's the time we're coming into, man. Alright? There's gonna be a change in the dynamic of how, things are.
That's really nice.
Right now, you're on top. You're about to be at the bottom. In fact, you are at the bottom. But you're a servant. You're really a servant, man. All right? You're the basis of all men. And you're going to get back your right position, your rightful position in the kingdom to come.
James chapter 5 verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. James chapter 5 verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
He's a real rich man. Esau, weeks, weep and howl. Israel is coming upon him. Because ultimately, once this place is destroyed and nuclear destruction, you go and head first into captivity on the elect of Israel. So weep and howl. As once Babylon falls, it's over for the Edomites. Malachi the 4th chapter said, leave them not on root nor branch. Your rulership is totally decimated. It's spooked.
Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
Yeah, so basically all your riches, your gold and silver, that can't save you. You understand? I'm going to get the gold with the fire.
The way that they got it was right.
Doesn't
Got it by putting things in mine, making the mine gold and silver. Still over in West Africa and the Congo, they still have the mine resources, bring up to Europe and France. Yeah.
Smartphone.
We have these treasures together for the last days. The gold, the higher up.
So in the kingdom, we ain't gonna have to deal with that shit like that. That's madness. Fire that's coming, they're not going to be able to put out. You know what I'm saying?
Behold, the hire of the laborers are the Israelites. Because, we don't have billions of dollars. If the Israelites had billions of dollars, then he's still under Amalek. He still has to kiss the ring and do weird satanic rituals to keep it. Like these celebrities. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept by fraud. So, names of fraud. You have insurance fraud. You have them keeping salary down. The value of the money goes down, and they raise up the prices, so no one can own anything. And even if you do own something, you still have to pay taxes on it until you die. That's just like two basic, examples. Pride, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Sabaoth is going into armies, and the cries of them which are reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord is Sabaoth. So the cries of the Israelites, mainly the men of the Lord, and are preaching to the ears of the Lord because prophecies are coming to pass and time is speeding up. So the Lord is hearing our cries. Right now the cry, you know, it's a cry for help, it's a cry for salvation, you know, it's a cry like, please Lord, I mean, help, please get us out of here, you know, like we hate being here, we still have to live, we have work, you know, don't be silly or stupid, we still have to work. But
Now we're hastening the day. You know, the Lord said, you know, pray for a few days, man. You know, you gotta, you know, endure very, you know, as much as you can, of course. And the Lord promised his elect, he's going to deliver us, man. You know? See, the thing is, it's just about, you know, we just have a few more prophecies left, man. This place is pretty much, it's done, man. You know, the major prophecy of the MOCP, that thing is right around the corner. You know? It says, the devil come down, have a great wrath, because you know he has for a short time. You know? We understand that this man, you know, we're not ignorant of his devices or his wicked plan to you know, push his NWO. So we know that very soon, man, the Lord is gonna his elected body here, man. You know, it's you know, you people, you just think that this place is gonna continue on and on forever, right? You know, you don't know, man. We're very close, man. We're like seconds away, man, from this place being destroyed. This thing could go, like it could go down, like I mean, overnight. That's how close we are, man. All right. We're seeing the shift of this whole digital ID process. You know what I'm saying? As far as 2026, they're gonna really start pushing this thing. Right? You already had the people out there in the UK, the Prime Minister, he's already saying that for the upcoming year, that if you don't get this digital ID, then you're not gonna be able to work. You know? So this thing, they really push this thing full throttle, man. All right? Because they know they have a short time, man. They want to really set this thing off before 2030. They want to have everybody chipped by 2030, but they want to have this thing up and running before then. You know?
these different countries, they each have their own version of the plan that they want to accomplish.
Right.
I thought it was just, you know,
Right.
no, every country has their own 2030. Jamaica has a 2030, it's crazy. They have their plan of what they want to accomplish.
All of it is digitization.
Yeah.
Becoming more and more digital.
Yeah, smart cities, AI, you know, taking over jobs, you know. They got to get this shit up and running, man. Right? So we ain't got that much longer here, man. Yeah. We just waiting for one major crisis to happen. Black Swan event to take place.
Because number one, you got the banks operating insolvency. What's one of them? BIS, Bank International Settlements, and I believe that was established after World War I. The elites wanted they wanted another entity that could operate sovereignly, when nobody got to check his books. A drug cartel, if they wanted them to bring the money, they cannot scrutinize or check the books on it. And you can look it up. I'm not lying. So they could say, tell anybody, fuck you. We ain't showing you the books because the elite had that set up. You know what I mean? So when the time comes, they gonna crash everything.
So hey man, it ain't gonna be no excuse for you false prophets, false teachers, you know, claiming that the MOTP is not the microchip, man. You know, you want to see, man. This thing is made mandatory and pushed out. You know, what you want to say then, man? All right? Because we've been warning you. You know? We've been warning you, telling you what it is. It's not a, you know, a philosophy. It's not sin. It's not John 3:16. All right? It's the chip. You got guys that, you know, they go into words, but they can't go into, you know what I mean? They can't break down the word karagma, and go into the root word of that, karaks, and grapho, which is the writings. Come on, man. You know, they're a scholar when it comes to all types of different things, graphic. Come on, man. So those guys, they sold out, man. They know that the mark of the beast is the microchip. You know? They just don't want to admit that the apostles got it right. They did had it right. Even you got Christians saying that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, man. How much more guys that been in this state for years, man, that goes back to One West, telling me they can't see it? That's a damn lie, man. They know what it is, man.
It's got the scholars when it's convenient.
Right.
It's really pride. They don't want to admit like that.
Yeah, but it ain't about pride, man. It's about just teaching the right thing. That's all, man. You know? Because at the end of the day, hey, we're unprofitable servants, man. We just do what the Lord set us up to do, man. You know? To teach His word, man. Stop making this thing about yourself. It's about glorifying Yahweh Shemashai and His word, man. That's it.
You see men aren't doing that. You know, everything is about debate this, debate
Yeah,
that.
go on this podcast and, you know, all that bullshit.
Scholarly, and I got this. Setting up YouTube channels, subscribing, donate to my this, that, and third.
Bullshit, man. In the praise of men, you know? It ain't about the praise of men. What you got?
This is Psalm 37, 1. It says, a Psalm of David, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Yep, so, you know, you see all this wickedness going on in the world, especially Jacob going to the music and everything, and you can't be envious of anything that the wicked has to show for in this world, man. Because it's all, you know, it's all vanity. You know, the scriptures tell us that. Everything under the sun here is vanity, man. Because this is an evil, wicked kingdom raised up. So you can't be envious of anything that the wicked has. Look at his power structure. You know what I'm saying? Even look at, you know, Jake. And 2/3 Jake, you got a little something going on here. You look at these athletes, you look at these entertainers, these fighters, they got millions of dollars. You see them driving around in cars and in Curie. You can't be envious of that because it's all temporary. This is a temporary existence, a temporary world that we're living in. The scriptures say this world is for many, but the world is coming for few. Right? The kingdom of heaven established, that's where we gonna live. That's where we gonna eat, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? This is just for us to serve our punishment, right? For rebelling against Yahweh Shai. And now He raised up His prophets and servants to give the warning, to go out and warn the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans of who we are, names Yahweh Shai, give us some of our heritage, our culture back. You know what I'm saying? And repent before you get destroyed. Because these last few prophets are coming fast. There's a lot of death and destruction. It's mass death and destruction on the horizon. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't get right with Yahweh Shai, it ain't gonna matter what you got in this world. The terror of the Lord, you know, Jacob's trouble, the scriptures say, a time like never seen before on the earth. You know what I'm saying? And we believe that. We believe that Yahweh Shai got judgment prepared for our people. Because we know how wicked and evil and rebellious they are. And there's a price to pay for that shit, man. You're not going to get off scot-clean because, you know what I'm saying, for being evil fucking wicked and denying Yahweh Shah, man, you got to pay that tab, man.
Judgment. It's a judgment. You know, and he said he's going to start at the house of those that know that Israelites. You know?
It says, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. You know what I'm saying? So that destruction hits, like the brother quoted earlier, even in the Negro branch, it ain't gonna be nothing to, this place is gonna be utterly destroyed, man, and never inhabited ever again. And again, it goes back to our faith. We believe that. You know what I'm saying? We believe that the Lord is gonna judge this evil ass, wicked ass place, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it has perpetuated all the evil. Esau,
Oh, shut up.
Get out of my neighborhood.
you gonna die.
Hey, well, the Lord gave us example. Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. For an example, right? For that disobedience, right? Then shit, America is even way worse.
That's how this place is crumbling, because look, you all know how Esau's done? This was the highlight of her day just now, man. This is the highlight of her day.
We always deal with ourselves. You know what I mean?
You know her?
No, you know we deal with that.
I had that.
But hey, she's gonna eat them words very soon.
Every idle word.
Every idle word that all women shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. You know, so let her scoff all the way into the midst of the road. And then she's gonna remember, oh shit.
And Taryn, you don't really have to.
I fucked up. Cause see, these Edomites, they just look at us like we some disgruntled, niggas out here. They ain't got nothing else better to do, right? But hey, man, you looking at, the men of the Lord, man. The prophets. When it comes down to it, when you really understand what this thing is, because that's when the Lord is going to remove, that veil. And then you're going to understand, oh shit, those are the men of the Lord. They was always out here teaching the word, That's when all these people, because the Lord's going to remove all this shit, all this entertainment, all this breaded circus. The Lord's going to remove it, man. And all you're going to have there left is the truth, And then you're going to say, oh shit. I remember them saying that, I used to look at them like they were bugged out, they were crazy, So, hey, man, that time is coming, man. All you wicked niggas and scoffers, you're going to have their day, man.
And they be saying, you know what they say about us? That, especially 2/3, they'll say that we, what we do, the Israelites, all they do is walk in the corners and scream and yell at white people. You know what I'm saying? As if that's all we got to say. You know what I'm saying? What about the warning? What about the message of repentance? What about giving? What about salvation? What about all the beautiful things that the scriptures do talk about? You know what I'm saying? And you act like we ain't got a reason to curse out the white, the so-called white man. We got every reason under the sun to curse out this devil. Right? Hey, just because you want to justify the devil like the brother quoted, no hand join the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So it don't matter how much you kiss Esau ass. He got a judgment coming too. And if you want to justify him, you're going to die right with that ass.
John chapter 8 and 24, I said, therefore to you that ye shall die in your sins, for if ye believe not that I am he, ye shall die in your sins.
That's right. Majority of our people, they're going to die here in America, man. They're not going to acknowledge how much you're going to shut. A lot of people are calling on Jesus, Jesus, Christo, all that shit, Allah. The Lord ain't going to hear you, man. All right? The Lord ain't going to hear you.
You can't tell me what's not
Pray all you want. Right? And we also know that the prophecy written in Zechariah the 13th chapter, verse 8, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's talking about here in America, man. 66 points 66.6% of you Israelites, you know, you're going to be slated for destruction. The 1/3, right, is talking about, you know, the 144,000, the men, women, and children, right, that believe in our Lord, man, that call on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. That's who the Lord is going to deal in the living in these days. All right, so with that, we're going to end it there. All praises due to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem,
I'm going to the